Hi everyone, it's Techie Mark here, and it has been a couple of days. I received my new computer in on Tuesday, so setting that up has taken me away from editing any videos and recording zero-hour games. So my plan for Wednesday was to take all the devlogs and update notes that we have seen so far about Operation Black Dawn and filter it through the lens of PvP. I think that some people look at the gameplay updates and mix what is co-op, PvP, and general gameplay changes. And so as the subscribers of this channel know, we focus on zero-hour PvP around these parts. So that's all we were going to talk about on Wednesday. Then the devs, having no knowledge of my video plans, killed my talking head soapbox video about Operation Black Dawn PvP by doing the nicest thing. I mean, I really killed it because they didn't have any idea that it was even coming out. But the devs gave me access to the private test build for Operation Black Dawn on the day I was going to cover the PvP updates in Operation Black Dawn. So rather than upload a video of me talking about an update that I know about through reading and anecdotally and all the stuff that you guys have access to anyway and just kind of compiling it, I figured that I will show you the PvP updates in testing so far. Speaking of testing, I am actually testing out something that is publicly available to everyone. It is Nvidia's new Broadcast App, and it uses the new, I believe the 20 series can do it as well as the 30 series GPUs, but it uses the machine learning cores on the graphics card to be able to do some pretty neat things. You see, it's not totally perfect, but one of the things it can do, for example, is remove my background without a green screen. Usually I would have studio lights set up and a green screen behind me. And with the AI on the graphics card, it does not have to, or the process through the graphics card, it does not need that background to be able to take it out. And so I would imagine it would be greatly improved with better lighting and with, the actual background in there. But this is pretty neat as is. And it did work with the lights turned off. But I looked dark and it was a little bit weird and offsetting, so I turned the lights on. The other thing, too, that this AI is doing is it's filtering out background noise. I have added no filters on this. This is just straight NVIDIA's noise removal effect on the microphone. If I go ahead and turn off that effect right now, you could probably hear the air conditioner going off in the background. And that's, would normally come through, but it's being taken care of through the noise removal effect. So here I have the noise removal effect turned back on, and I can snap my fingers, and it is thinking that is weird. So the AI will take care of removing that. Clap my hands. It might include some of that because it could assume that that's necessary for what you're trying to record. But for the most part, yeah, I'm tapping on my desk right now, and you will not hear anything but the smooth sounds of my voice. Jumping right into it, we're going to take a look at Residential House, looking at the procedural prop placement feature. And so I created this view here to show you 6 rounds that were run in the same game. Overall, I ran this map about 2 to 3 dozen times, and I got pretty different results. There were some times that things seemed the same and you can predict where everything else was going to be. Because remember, procedural generation is not randomness. Things aren't just randomly thrown about and spawned in. There's a rule set to procedural generation. There's procedures to generate how the props come in. And so sometimes you can look at prop A being in place A and expect prop B to be in place B, as well as certain routes that may be open or closed. And so this is what it looks like right now. Remember, this is all a work in progress, so it could change by the time it's actually released in Operation Black Dawn. Given that some of the props load in together, some assumptions could be made based on some educated information and previous experience. So while there is some level of consistency, this should also reduce the number of pre-fire spots, where someone may not as confidently go in and pre-fire a certain location. And this will maybe balance it a little bit for people who will make it more skill-based, rather than having better map knowledge and knowing where to shoot. It becomes more about the skill of target acquisition. for anyone rejoicing about reducing pre-fire places. Just the pre-fire people are probably still going to be better than you, so they'll probably still get you. It's just it's going to rely more on target acquisition, so it's going to be a little bit more skill based than map knowledge based, and that is going to be one of the key differences here, which means that it's going to give some people a chance. Some people who might be victims of just pre-firing because of it being the quote-unquote spot, they will probably just be in the fight a little bit longer and have a fair chance. And so this is something that is actually going to be weighing on the mind of attackers coming in. Is do they push in through the funnel, just hoping that they get a certain spawn type, or are they going to play more cautiously, as one would when you're about to go through a funnel, and maybe rely a little bit more on teammates getting better angles, pieing, of course, that's the standard way of trying to evaluate a room. And so these are the different tactics that you're going to see. It's going to change tactics. It's going to put a heavier emphasis on strategy for a tactical shooter. As we've discussed in the past on this channel, 0 Hour is a tactical shooter. And so as you're looking at the different props and how they load up in different places, that is going to be the key change that I know a lot of PvP players are going to be talking about in this game. So it seems like planning table conversations are going to be that much more important as you discuss, hey, if you see prop A in place A, let us know so we can all expect prop B to be in place B, or this space to be blocked, or that space to be open. And so that is just another layer of strategy, another layer of map knowledge that's going to be required. So let me know what you guys think of this showcase of the procedural prop placement and other features in Operation Black Dawn. Maybe you want to check out the props in other maps, or what do you guys want to talk about here with the PvP changes? Let me know. We will catch you in the next showcase.